we noticed a guy crawling, bear crawling up the roof of the building beside us, 50 feet away from us. So we're standing there, and, we're pointing at the guy crawling up the roof.
And he had a gun, right?
He had a rifle. We could clearly see him with a rifle. Absolutely. We're pointing at him. The police are down there running around on the ground. We're like, hey, man, there's a guy on the roof with a rifle. And the police were like, huh, what? Like they didn't know what was going on. We're like, hey, right here on the roof. We can see him from right here. We see him. He's crawling. And next thing you know, I'm thinking to myself, why is Trump still speaking? Why have they not pulled him off the stage? I'm standing there pointing at him for, 2 or 3 minutes. Secret Service is looking at us from the top of the barn. I'm pointing at that roof, just standing there like this. And next thing you know, 5 shots rang out.
So you're certain that the shots came from that guy on the roof?
100%. 100%.
And he was up there for a couple of minutes.
He was up there.
You saw him up there for a couple of minutes.
Absolutely. At least 3 to 4 minutes.
And you were telling the police and the Secret Service?
We were telling the police. We were pointing at them for the Secret Service, who were looking at us from the top of the barn. They were looking at us the whole time when we were standing by that tree.
Could they see
binoculars?
Could they see him?
Probably not, because the roof, the way the slope went, he was behind where they could see. But why is there not Secret Service on all of these roofs here? This is not a big place.
Did you see, obviously everyone, when the shooting started, everyone was very panicked. Did you see what happened to him at all?
Oh yeah, they blew his head off.
Okay, sorry.
Secret Service blew his head off.
Okay, just be careful because we don't quite know who's watching, but you're pretty sure they shot the guy?
Absolutely, 100%.
Okay.
Yep.
You saw that happen?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
And did you see them go up to him afterwards, or?
They crawled up on the roof. They had their guns pointed at him, make sure he was dead. He was dead, and that was it. It was over.
It's incredibly shocking.
The guy was on the roof right there. You can see the white roof right there.
Did you get a look at him? Could you?
No, other than he was in muted colors, tan type clothing. We saw the rifle flinging around as he was.
Alright guys, how's it going? I guess most of you know by now we're taking a ride in the car because my bike's due for service, so I can't ride it until it goes to service, because I don't want to go over the 18,000 miles until I go down there, and they got to do the valves and everything. But I just want to get on here and make a video, guys. Of course, most of you know now, Donald Trump was shot. Only, another inch, just over, and it would not have been everything would have been over for there. A lot of people's pissed off. Me included. Usually I don't do politics I try to leave politics off this channel, but really it's just getting to where it just don't matter anymore. The left, they've been getting on TikTok and other platforms making all kind of ridiculous statements that if we got on there and made, probably most of us would have the FBI or some other kind of alphabet agency coming for us, knocking on our door, asking questions. So yeah, a lot of them getting on there making these statements. How the guy shouldn't have missed and all this, in which a lot of people are copying them, making videos on them, and they're, those people are taking their accounts down because they know, a couple years ago that would have really flew, but right now everything, the pendulum's starting to swing back the other way on everything. And as an American, this should just really piss you off. If you've seen the videos on the thing that's going on, where he was shot, and there was somebody that was killed there, at least one or two more injured. They possibly could be dead too, because they were hurt seriously. And these people get online and say stuff like they're saying on there. And the videos, there's a guy on there they interviewed that actually seen the shooter climbing up to the building, and they tried to tell the police and the Secret Service, and nobody would listen to them. And that's not the only thing. They got a video where they're showing Donald Trump making a speech, and it shows the Secret Service snipers, or whatever snipers agency they're with, where they start to see the shooter, and they hesitate. And then you gotta wonder why they hesitate like they did, because they could have shot him before he got any shots, or at least put shots on, around him. They could have laid fire down on him to keep him from firing, to make him duck his head, if anything. So, because any shots that he would have made at Donald Trump, there's people surrounding him all over. They know that people were going to get hit. So, there's questions. There's questions other people are asking it too. Other people have seen this same thing. Why did they wait? Why did they not shoot? Why did they not listen to that guy? I mean, if you've seen the videos, you can see the shooters, the snipers, how far they are away from Trump. They're not that far. And the actual shooter, I think they say we're like 120 yards or somewhere around there. It's a little over 100 yards, anywhere from 120 to 150 yards, I believe, which is not that far. It's like a football field and a half at the most. How did they not see this guy on a building when they're on a building and they're pointing in that direction? What it looked like to me, and apparently to others, because I've seen others in comments on these videos and other people making videos of this, is that it looks like they were waiting for the shooter to make his kill shot on Donald Trump, and then they were going to take him out. That's exactly what it looked like. It might not have been, but any trained shooter, it does not take that long to get on target. It does not take that long to know when you're in that field, that if you see a man with a gun, or even a man on a building climbing like that, why would he be over there? And guarantee, they already said he had pretty much an AR, and I guarantee it's going to be suppressed, because the shots sound like they were suppressed. So the first thing the left is going to go after AR-15s again, and now they're going to tack on suppressors. Because this is what the left does. They anything they can use to take your rights away, they're going to. And since there's the whole thing with the suppressors with Texas and everything, and we've been trying to get them, there's been agencies like Guns of America and stuff trying to get the suppressors off the NFA list. They're going to use this to make sure it don't come off ever. But you just got to wonder if this was not an inside job. Was the Secret Service not involved in this? Because it sure does look like something's going on, something strange. If I was Trump, I would not trust the Secret Service at all. I believe I'd want to hire my own detail. He might want to make it, veterans. Somebody he can trust. Somebody he knows that's going to have his back. And I can tell you right now, guys, I looked at a lot of social media. I'm on TikTok, I'm on Instagram, I'm on Facebook. There are people that will want you to believe that a lot of veterans are on the left. They're for Biden. And I'm here to tell you that's just not true. There are some, but there are more veterans that are right-leaning, conservative, that just want to be left alone, that just want their freedoms, that are just tired of all these taxes, the food being high, us sending money to other countries. When we got veterans and homeless people over here, we can be using that money for our infrastructure is just going to hell. Our government, they're just all corrupt. We all knew this was coming. We all knew this was, they couldn't get them to quit. They couldn't get them anything through the court systems, anything there where they could get them off the ballot. So what's the last thing to do? Try to kill them. And here we are. This is exactly what they're trying to do. And I'm sure there's a lot of pissed off Americans out there. I'm one of them. I'm tired of this. I'm tired of our government. I'm tired of these taxes. Everything's went up. Property tax, insurance on your homes, taxes on everything. Foods went up. Gas went up. And it just keeps going up. Jobs are down. And there'll be on these people that come on there and say, oh, it's best jobs. That Biden has got everybody employed, and it's all bullshit. There are a lot of people out of work. And the people working are having a hard time keeping up with the rent. Rents went up ridiculousness. You can't afford houses no more because they're up so high. Cars are up so high, people can't afford them. Even the used cars are up ridiculous in prices. It's crazy. And I don't see how people still are backing Biden. I don't get it. It makes no sense. It's just ridiculous. It's crazy. And you can't get on a social media and tell a left person off because they'll report you and get you banned or your account deleted. This is what they do. But they can say whatever they want to and nothing happens to them. Nothing. And at some point, this is going to have to change. It's starting to swing back some, but not fast enough. Our freedoms are being taken away. They keep coming for our guns. They will never let up off that because this is how they will control you. They'll take your guns just like in every other country so they can control you. You will do what they say and won't have no choice about it. Just look at the last couple of years with that. They've bamboozled the whole world. And they'll try to say, well, yeah, this virus. The only people I've known to die of that virus is the one that took that shot. The only ones. Everybody, my friends and stuff, we didn't take the shot. I'm not going to take any shot. Not any. Not the flu shot. I hadn't taken the flu shot since I got out of the military. And I won't ever since they pushed this whole, the virus thing. Since they pushed that, I'm not taking any shot. I'll take my chances with whatever. With whatever comes out, I'll take my chances with it. I don't trust the government. I do not trust the doctors. I will never give up my guns. Never. And any of you shouldn't either. If we have to stay and fight, if I have to stay and fight by myself, that's exactly what I'll do. I will fight by myself because I'm not going down that road. This is getting stupid with the government that think they can just tell you what they want, and you're just supposed to bow down to them. The police is corrupt. The courts are corrupt. All they want's money from you. Money. You think instead of going out trying to get these sex trafficking people that gets kids and women, no, they're more concerned about getting you for a traffic violation or something they can, you know, get money from you. That's what they want. They're letting criminals out. These guys going out and essaying women, beating women, killing people, and they're letting them out. They're letting them out off scot-free. They're letting all these illegal immigrants in. It's all a plan. It's all coming. Like, something's coming. I don't know what's coming. Something is definitely coming. Something big coming. So I hope all of you are ready. I hope all of you have weapons. I hope you all have ammo. Hope you have some food stashed back, some water. We're going to stop in there in a little while, but right now I'm just kind of ranting because, yeah, I'm just tired of this. We got people still wearing masks, riding around in their cars by themselves. We got people believing whatever the government tells them. It's insane. Something coming, guys. We only got a few more months left. And I don't think they're done with Donald Trump. I think they will try again. And they're going to try to make this out like this is a lone guy that did this on his own. I don't believe it. I don't believe it at all. I have a hard time believing them Secret Service snipers did not see that guy on that roof. And they let him take a shot before they shot him. Because they, in my mind, and I believe in a lot of other people's mind, they're believing the same thing I am. They was hoping that they took Donald Trump out before they took that shot. That's exactly what it looked like to me, because they had plenty of time to shoot him before he shot. Everybody should be tired of our government. And why not people standing up to all the stuff's going on? We are the most armed country in the world. We have the largest standing army in the world. But what good is it when we just sit back and we keep taking everything? I'm not saying violence, but I'm saying we all need to stand up and back the government back down. Because if we would all just stand up, the government does not want to go to war with the people. They are not big enough. They are not strong enough. We have veterans that know how to operate all the equipment they have. All of it. They are not the majority. They are the minority. But we let them have power. It's our fault what's going on right now because we keep sitting back not doing nothing. And I don't understand it. We keep letting them divide us by race. They got men and women turn against each other where people not even having relationships anymore. All this is planned. And to all the people that are doing racist shit out there, you need to stop. Nobody cares if you're white, if you're black, if you're Spanish, if you're Asian. We're all people. And we're all getting screwed by the same government. Somewhere down along the line, everybody, or at least a good portion of the population needs to stand up and just quit taking this crap and do what we need to do. Nobody wants a war. Nobody wants it. But nobody's ever wanted a war anytime in history. And neither have any dictator of a government gave up power on their own. It has never happened, and it will never will. People do not give up power they have. It has to be taken from them. This is not hate speech. It's facts. Look in history what dictators have done to their own people when they've been disarmed. And that's exactly what our government is trying to do. They're trying to disarm us so they can depopulate us. A smaller population is easier to control. They want slaves. They want to sit up on their mansions and live like they're kings and gods and just have enough people to be slaves to them, to wait on them hand and foot. They got AI now. They got robots that can take care of a large portion of the jobs and stuff we have. They don't need a lot of people. They just need people to be slaves. And then the rest of them can go. They will kill you off. They will have a certain part of the population to breed, to have more kids for more slaves. And when the slaves they got get too old and useless, they'll get rid of them. This is exactly what they want. It's the whole point of the depopulation. There's too many people to control. And in the United States, we have too many guns. We have way too many guns. They can't control us if we ever don't want to be controlled. And I don't understand why the people in the United States are so comfortable that they like to be controlled, told what to do. There are just certain people that like to be told what to do. They don't have a mind of their own. I don't understand it. They could care less about freedom. As long as you give them a TV, a phone to look at, and free food, they could care less. They don't want to work. They don't want to do anything. But they're going to find out, if it ever happens, just how, they're not going to like it. But I'm afraid when that happens, it's going to be too late, and they're going to be screwed. But people don't look into the future. They don't look in the past either, at history, what governments have done, what dictators have done to their own people. They don't care about you. They don't care at all about any of us. Our over here in the United States, our food's all poisoned, our water's poisoned, our air is poisoned. They let you work just enough to get by, and that's it. They keep raising everything where you can't even hardly do that. And some people can't. I don't see how some people even get by if you got kids. My kids are grown, so it's just me. People with family, I don't see how they're doing it. The food's outrageous. Rent's outrageous. Nobody I know can afford a house now. Luckily, I bought my house before all this happened, right before Biden took office. And but my taxes keep going up. My homeowner's insurance keeps going up. So when that goes up, my house payment goes up. Still cheaper than what people are paying for rent. And then they're trying to do all this, climate change and all that crap. The earth is going to do what it's going to do regardless. If it wants to get hot, it's going to get hot. If it wants to get cold, it's going to get cold. They keep talking, these electric cars and stuff. But it's crazy because electric cars, you got to have fossil fuel to charge them. So many countries like Japan have come out and said their infrastructure can't handle all the electric cars, but they're still pushing it. Not to mention the people that's got to work in all the mines to get the stuff to make the batteries. And all these people that want electric cars and and wanting electric this, battery operated, it ain't them over there in no mines working it. It ain't them digging that poisonous stuff out. It's not their families doing it. It's the people that live over there doing it, so they don't care. Maybe if y'all that want the electric cars and stuff had to actually go over and mine that poisonous stuff, y'all would have a different opinion on it. I just don't know. It's this whole world's gone crazy. Our president sucks. Our whole government sucks. I got no use for any of them. The police sucks. There was a time police cared about the people. No more people. Police are just here to control people. They're here to get money from you. Yes, there are bad people in this world. There's bad people everywhere. But it seems like to me, and more you watch videos, it seems like to me when police come, they just make things worse. So you're better off just not calling them at all. And this is the exact reason I don't get into a relationship no more, because I love women. I love to look at women. I love the smell of women. That's what we're supposed to do as men. We're supposed to be with a woman and have a family and grow old together. But a woman can get you in trouble so fast. My last one, I've been single for almost 10 years. My last one, damn near, I don't even want to talk about that. But I'm telling you. And for you men that have good women, if you're going out cheating on them, you're fucking stupid. I see so many people cheating at work. There's guys that are married that are cheating with women that ain't worth a damn. I don't understand it. If you don't like who you're with, leave. I've made mistakes. We've all made mistakes. And for the young men, if there's any young men listening to this, I'm telling you guys, if you get with a woman, make sure it's who you want to be with. Make sure she's a decent woman. Make sure she's gonna stick with you. Because women just don't cheat, it's guys too. I see it all the time at work. Every job I've went to, I see plenty of people cheating. It's hard enough to make it in this world by yourself. You need to be with somebody. A lot of you need that support. I understand, like, if you gotta be single, I get it. I stay single because it's just too hard to trust somebody for what I went through. It's hard. It's hard trusting somebody. But if you got somebody and you do trust them, don't fuck it up. Don't treat them like they're nobody. Make sure they know you care about them every day. And if they're not a good person, get away from them. That goes for guys and women. If they're not a good person, get away from them. But this country don't have to change or we're all screwed. Our kids are screwed. Their kids are screwed. I don't know, guys. That's my little rant. That whole thing with Donald Trump tonight got me pissed. I love my country. You see these people, they're leaving the United States. I'm not coming back to the United. Leave. If you don't like this country, leave. If you're going to burn our flag, leave. I'm not going nowhere. I was born in this country and I will die in this country. And I will die fighting for this country if that's what I need to do. But I'm not going nowhere. Nobody's running me off from my country. All right, guys. Y'all have a good week. Talk to you later.